Do you ever feel like you're stuck in a mental hamster wheel, spinning endlessly without overwhelming intrusive thoughts and urges? Because you know the drill. An unwanted thought crashes the party, anxiety spikes through the roof, and suddenly you're doing that thing again. That thing that you know that I probably shouldn't be doing this, but I'm doing it. Maybe it's checking the stove, washing your hands, repeating a phrase in your head, checking your breathing. That is like the exhausting world of OCD. But there's a 4-letter word, a technique that can actually help you slam the brakes on this cycle. And no, it's not exposure and response prevention. Does that surprise you? It is called STOP. If you know what STOP is, and before you roll your eyes, man, because I can see you. It's not just another mindfulness buzzword. It isn't just some fluffy meditation technique to help you find your zen in life. It actually can help. But let me be crystal clear. It isn't a magic cure that will make OCD disappear overnight. But research has shown that mindfulness works best when your trusty sidekick is there, ERP. So what exactly is this STOP technique? And how does it work? And why are so many experts swearing by it as part of your OCD management? Because let's be honest, OCD can feel like a battle you're destined to lose. It's like your mind is hijacked. And this is where this comes in. What do we do when your brain is just like, so much is going on? What are we gonna do about it? Yeah, I know I'm supposed to do an exposure, but I am like spinning like crazy here. I feel this urge so strongly to go do the compulsion. And this is where we can use some mindfulness. Gosh dang it, when I heard mindfulness, I'm like, this thing is lame. Let me just breathe. Yeah, now I feel better. No, it actually can help. Mindfulness is all about paying attention to what is happening right now without turning on your own worst critic. The idea is to become an observer of your thoughts instead of getting dragged behind. This is where we can use STOP. STOP gives you 4 concrete, doable steps to create breathing room between you and intrusive thoughts and that knee-jerk reaction to go do that compulsion right now. Each letter is your action plan. Stop, take a breath, observe, proceed mindfully. Stop. The first step is literally hitting your internal pause button. If you picture this, you're about to check that stove, wash your hands, and instead of going straight into autopilot mode, you literally freeze. You just stop. You don't try to wrestle with the thoughts. You don't give a lecture about it. You don't try to figure it out. You pause. Freeze. Freeze. What does freeze look like? Freeze. Frozen. I'm frozen. Freeze. This moment of stopping is more powerful than it sounds because it creates that teeny gap that we need for you to actually make a different choice. And freeze might mean that you're sitting there for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes. You're just freezing. Stop what you're doing. Put your phone down. Maybe even close your eyes. I'm sitting with this. Does this sound familiar? We've talked about this when we say, hey, let's delay a compulsion. See how long you can go without doing this compulsion. If I stop in my tracks, let me sit here. My brain is saying, go ask for reassurance, go Google, go whatever it is. Can I sit here for 5 minutes and see what happens? That urge, I bet you, will reduce. Step number 2, take a breath. Here's where your nervous system has a chance to remember that it's not actually being chased by a bear. Anxiety makes your body tense up. So guess what happens? You're restricting your breathing. So maybe you take 1 slow, intentional breath. Inhale for 4 seconds. Exhale for 6. And then do it again. I've seen people do different things. I'm gonna put my hand up. I'm gonna blow out each candle. I'm gonna blow out till I can't do it anymore. Till I can't do it anymore. And I did it 5 times. This isn't about making your anxiety vanish into thin air. Wouldn't that be nice? It's about grounding yourself in the moment, getting oxygen to your brain. It can regulate your heartbeat, make you feel more stable. You might still feel anxiety, even though it's throwing a huge tantrum, but that's okay. It gives your brain a moment to reset, because you're already frozen, right? Step number 3, observe. Now comes the detective work. You're gonna notice what's happening inside you, around you, without trying to fix it, without trying to judge it. We're not figuring out why you have the thoughts, why feels real, why blah, 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 blah. No, what is your body telling you? It's telling me my chest feels tight right now. My hands are getting a little sweaty. My stomach feels like it's doing gymnastics. I am just noticing. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm being a curious observer of my own experience. Essentially, we're just labeling. I notice that my hands feel contaminated. I notice that my heart's beating really fast. I notice that my brain just feels foggy. I notice. Instead of like, oh no, I'm sick. Oh no, this, my relationship, this. Oh, God's disappointed in me here. I'm this. I don't know my identity. We're not going into all that. Step number 4, proceed mindfully. This is where rubber meets the road. Instead of letting all the compulsions call the shots, you ask yourself, what actually aligns with my values and long-term goals? Maybe you decide not to check that lock, even though anxiety is screaming at you. This step is about moving forward with intention, not just reacting to the discomfort like a reflex. So proceed mindfully, to me, means that I'm actually thinking about it before I make this decision to go use sanitizer, to go ask for reassurance, to go Google something. What am I going to gain from this? Does my future self want me to do this? My future self is in college, married, I have kids. Does this belong into that life? Because if it doesn't, I need to stop doing it. Can I think of the last 200 times where I felt like this was true, but it wasn't true? Sometimes that's hard because that can turn into some reassurance. And logic doesn't seem to work with OCD, which is really not great. But if you use all these together, it's a clear roadmap for responding to OCD triggers. They help you slow down that freight train. Notice what's happening. But this is what I do. I combine stop with exposure and response prevention. Because stop isn't going to teach your brain too much. It's going to teach your body that it's okay, but your brain might be screaming at you. And that's where you got to use those exposures. And if you don't know how to use them, I've got plenty of videos, but I've also got my Master Your OCD course. It walks you through exactly how to do these techniques, proven strategies, step-by-step videos, worksheets. You can check it out for free, even a preview. I'm going to link that down in the description. But here's a little plot twist for you. There's a sneaky trap waiting for you with this stop technique. If you're not careful enough, it can actually become a problem. Wait, didn't I just tell you to do it? No. It can turn into a compulsion. This is where people sometimes start sabotaging themselves. I'm feeling anxious. I gotta stop. No. You could, but you don't have to. You're choosing to. That might be something you start thinking about. Do I have to use this technique, or am I choosing to use this technique? If I'm choosing to, man, keep going. If I have to, it might be a compulsion. The real goal isn't to bulldoze this discomfort out of your life. It's to learn that you can actually coexist without hitting the panic button. If you're about to use the stop technique and you're like, yeah, man, my scary thoughts are about to go away, I gotcha. You might be walking right back into OCD's trap because there are no quick fixes. But it does train your body to do something different in those moments, give you a fighting chance. Here's what it might look like in a real world. You're with your partner, they make an innocent comment, but suddenly your mind screams, you don't really love them. And panic just floods your system. Instead of immediately seeking reassurance, do you think I love you? Or did I make the right choice? Or mentally reviewing all the reasons why we just love each other. You're gonna use stop instead. You pause, take a slow breath. You notice everything that's showing up. My chest feels tight. My doubt is swirling. I can feel my heart racing. More thoughts are rushing in. What if I'm just settling? What if this is the wrong relationship for me? But instead of running to your phone and researching, you're sitting with that discomfort of not knowing. You're going to mindfully make a different choice. Maybe that choice is to start exposure and response prevention right now. Maybe I'm using statements like, man, I hope I made the wrong choice. That'd be so cool. I'm gonna keep looking at my spouse and be like, what's up, girl? Probably made the wrong choice, but yeah, I'm sticking around anyway. I'm probably not gonna say that out loud to her unless she knows what I'm doing exposure-wise and she's like, you got it, man. You made the wrong choice. So as you practice stop, remember, it's not about achieving perfection. It's not about making the anxiety disappear. It's not a magic trick, but it's a different technique that you can use for your OCD. So stop, take a breath, observe, proceed mindfully, make a different choice. What's that choice going to be? I would love for you right now, go in the comments and just write the word stop. You can also write other stuff too, but write stop. How cool would it be to see a whole list of just stop and feel like, what in the world if I say stop? Well, because I told you to. It's a good reminder for yourself of this new technique. And if you could, can you mindfully check out this video right here? Notice the thumbnail. What do you see? How does it make you feel? Do you notice any pressure on your finger about to click it? If you don't, put your hand on the mouse. Feel it, click it, mindfully. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Just stop it. There you go, video done. Bye. No, that's not it. Come back.